And we're live. So if you have anything that you need to get off your chest, now is the time.
Okay. Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings Return of the... No, we'll leave it.
So,
I'm entitled to have different opinions.
yes, and Becky makes a good point. People are allowed to have other opinions. We're allowed to have different opinions, as long as they align with my opinion. Everything is fine. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is Crit and Miss. This is episode 3 of Shadows of Despair, our Call of Cthulhu tabletop RPG limited series adventure run by the one, the only, Keeper Alicia. How is everybody?
Yeah, mate, I was good.
You were
No,
good?
I'm good. I'm good. What's going on?
So, if
I want to
anyone's
jump into a bit of roleplay.
if anyone's
Get back into the
confused
shoes of Garth, country music singer.
about what was going on before we started tonight, we had a little bit of a what's the right word here?
Disagreements, Sven.
A disagreement between a couple of the lovely people you see on the screen in front of you. But we won't get into it because I feel like it could cause a disruption on the internet. It might divide.
I must take responsibility for this because I did ask the question that started the heated debate.
Oh, good. As long as I don't have to take responsibility, because I'm not good at taking responsibility for things unless they're good things.
No, I take full responsibility.
This stream not sponsored by J.R.R. Tolkien or Lord of the Rings.
But if you do want to sponsor me, get on to me, Tolkien. I know you're still around, so hit me up. Send me an email.
He's in the same place as Elvis Presley.
My basement.
Okay, we need to move on.
We're here to play some Call of Cthulhu. So how's about we do that? But before we dive into it, I think we need a little bit of a recap. Now, my notes, I have discovered, are a little bit on the vague side. So I'm going to hand it over to the person in charge of the action. You want to give us a recap?
Oh, sure. From episode 1?
The whole thing. Start
The
to
whole
finish.
thing. Every single little detail.
I'll give a vague synopsis of what's happened so far, just in case it is anyone's first time. So the party were all on a cruise ship, which was partially owned by one of the party members. They heard a bunch of whispers about an event happening at midnight and about a restricted area of the ship. So they did a bit of investigating, found that there was a few creepy people on board who weren't giving quite straight answers. They tried to investigate the restricted area of the ship, but were followed and saw visions of a spectral man in a scuba diving suit, old-timey scuba diving suit. Obviously freaked out by this, they went back up and decided to reach out to the captain of the ship, who they found was unavailable. So they barged their way into the captain's quarters to find the captain was not all himself and was throwing up seawater before death. Well, potential death.
Kiss of the sea.
Yeah, Kiss of the Sea. They found a couple books with some scriptures in it about a, sleeper of Rilia, the Kiss of the Sea, he cometh at midnight, those sorts of creepy texts. So they tried to do a little more investigation, looking for a girl that had gone missing on the ship. They couldn't find her, but they found a missing lifeboat. So they decided to travel back down to the restricted area in time for this midnight, and found a group of suspicious men all meeting together, seemed to be muttering things under their breath. When asked about where the missing girl was, they informed that she had been rescued. And
I'm starting to think they might have been lying.
yeah, well, you showed that with deciding to set off a grenade in the bottom of the ship.
Yep.
I mean, all the men are dead, but there is a massive hole in the bottom of the ship. So you decided to start making your way up to one of the higher decks as your lower legs were starting to be covered with water. And that's where we finished.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
And that was previously on the Rings of Power. I feel like I should mention, by the way, you might notice a suspicious absence of one of our players. Unfortunately, due to poor planning on my part, Grace will not be joining us until hopefully 9:30ish, something like that. She said. So keep your fingers crossed. Maybe she can pop in and save this stream. But yeah, let's get straight into it.
If she pops in later and we're all dead, can we all pretend to be ghosts and she just has to figure it out and we're slowly just trying to kill her as the game goes on?
Definitely.
I dig it.
That'd be fun. Right, no, I'm not dead. What are you talking about? All is well.
All right.
We hope.
So let's set this scene. Where are we right now?
You're coming up the stairs from the bottom deck, the cargo. You're making your way up. You see that the scratchings on the walls continue to have that same scripture of "Follow me." Except you see there's added text now. There's scratchings that say, "He wakes. He rises. Our commander is here." It's very disconcerting.
I don't know about you guys, but I think it might be time that we got a lifeboat and got ourselves off of this here vessel. This cruise ain't so relaxing.
No.
You should lead the way. I'll take up the rear with my shotgun.
Sounds good. Alright, let's
Well,
mosey.
before we all pile onto a small life raft with you, Mr. Garth, don't have another one of those grenades tucked down the front of your pants there, do you?
So what if I do, Dick? So what if I do? Seem to have alleviated us from a pretty terrifying situation, if I don't say so myself. You can thank the fact that you are still breathing oxygen on the fact that I carried that grenade with me from all the way from Memphis, Tennessee.
Right, you are. Just
We would be in better predicaments if you hadn't just let it off. There were probably better ways to do this.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I ain't exactly a clear thinker in a situation that is high in the nervousness scale. I tend to shoot first, ask questions later, and all I can say is we're all here with our lives, and there seems to be a
Get to the lifeboat safely. Let's go.
Okay, I follow you.
right, you
A
are.
whole lot of complaining for people that are surviving off of the back of my grenade, which I don't have any more of, I might add.
I might breathe a mite easier if you don't have a grenade on a small boat. You've already put a hole in this one. Try not to do that again.
Well, I said I was out of grenades, not that I was out of explosive ammunition.
Hurry up, men.
Right, hurry up.
I'm waiting for Dick to go before me. There's nothing worse than having a dick behind you. That's one.
I disagree. Let us continue. And up we go.
Alrighty. You keep traversing upwards, and you notice now that the halls are crowded with people as they start pushing each other aside, fleeing to get to the lifeboats first. You definitely notice a slight tip in the ship as it's, starting to weigh down on one side more than the other. There's definitely a sense of anxiety and dread. A lot of people seem completely frenzied and doing things they wouldn't normally do. It's a tough environment.
Things they wouldn't normally do. Yes, I'll mosey my way up to the nearest female attractive quality. No, I'm joking. Seems like it's our last day on planet Earth. What you say we go and knock some boots? No, I'm joking.
Oh my god.
I will go.
Madhouse. We must hurry. We must get to a lifeboat.
Definitely not giving me any hootenanny vibes, that's for sure. Top deck. This way. I went there before.
Right, you
I
are,
will
darling.
go.
Lead the way.
I'll go back to where we found the missing lifeboat, knowing that there was some more there before.
Yep. As you move about, can you all make me a sanity check, please?
I would love to.
I need dice.
I'm actually rolling physical dice tonight. You wouldn't hear of it. That's a 100 for my very first roll tonight.
Oh no.
I wish I was joking, but I'm not.
78 for me.
Oh no, wait. Negative. That is a 1. Sorry. The very opposite of a 100. Sorry, I forget how dice work sometimes, despite being I stream.
I got all
regularly.
zeros.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I got all zeros. What's that?
You got the exact opposite of what I got.
Is mine on the good end or the bad end?
Yours is on the bad end, my friend.
Yeah.
How many brain cells am I losing, Keeper?
Well, Mary's gonna lose 3 sanity points.
Oh.
And Garth is gonna lose 6.
Okay.
Meaning that you're temporarily insane.
Oh, damn.
I think he's arguably more than temporarily insane, but let's not dive into that. So.
All right. I'll see that this place is extremely crowded. I'll start to get really, really nervous. And then I'll grab my pack thinking everybody's trying to take all my shit because that's like my mania. I'm just like, it's mine. Get away from here. It's my survival kit is needed. I absolutely need this. I've collected it for so long. And then I'll get my shotgun out and shoot the roof. Make sure everybody gets away from me.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. People start dispersing away from you. Seems like some people have completely changed direction from towards the lifeboats to, the opposite end, just trying to flee as quickly as possible.
God, man! What are you doing?
I'm getting us to the damn lifeboats because we need to get off of this boat before somebody starts to steal my stuff or we lose our lives.
Calm down, please.
Ain't no time for calm. There's a giant man inside of a marine suit following us, and I just let off a grenade in the lower bowels of the ship. This thing is going down. Shaw's gonna have my ass.
Oh my goodness. Please, let's just go before my kidneys start shutting down. Let's just go.
Good idea. Just start clearing the way. I'll point my gun at somebody and just go.
Okay. I'll take up the rear. Yeah. He will be looking around through the crowd. He's going to try and get an eye on the lifeboats as quickly as he can.
As you look around, as you get towards the lifeboats, you notice that there's, you're scanning along for a free lifeboat at this time. And all you can see in your vision is this diving suit man.
So...
Oh my god, there he is! What are we going to do?
Where is it? I'll just swing around.
Mr. Gale, put that down!
I ain't putting this nowhere. This ain't leaving my hot little hands. I ain't held on to nothing this hard since I got my first guitar.
Well, that makes one of us. Put that down right now before you shoot someone
You
innocent.
keep telling me to put this gun down, but I don't see any of you making any room so we can get into this lifeboats. Perhaps you've been taken. Looks like you've got something in your brain, Mr. Johnson. Otherwise, you wouldn't be acting so crazy. And I'll shove my gun right in his chest.
I grab a hold of his shirt and slap him across the face. Get a hold of yourself, man!
I wouldn't. Ah. That is the actual automatic cure for temporary insanity, I hear. No? Okay.
Not quite.
Okay. Cool. Well, I will stop pointing the gun at him and I'll rub my cheek and I'll be like, that really hurt, Dick.
I slap him again. I just had to be sure.
That hurt real bad. Not only because of
Go
the
up to
physical
you,
action,
give you
but...
a big hug and say, it's okay, Garth. We're going to get through this. We've just got to stick together.
You're right. We do have to stick together. And I'll give her a hug back and I'll be like, after all, this could be our last night on Earth.
Yes, it could. All right,
Richard
come
raises
on,
his hand
let's
one
hurry.
more time, like contemplating whether he should slap him again.
And I just
Hand
grab your
back
hand and say, let's do this all together. Let's go.
Right you are, Miss Chauncey. Lead the way.
We'll say with that, you've had enough quick time therapy in order to cure your temporary insanity.
I slap him again.
I'm insane again. I'll reload my shotgun. Calmly.
Awesome. As you reload, you look back up, and this figure that you just can't have this figure escape your view. No matter where you turn, it seems like it's almost teleporting to be in your vision.
I ain't the only one that sees there, right? He over there. Now he's over here.
Yeah,
On. This can't be natural.
Richard is looking from one person to the next person to the next person, and he starts breathing more and more heavily as he's looking back and forth and just seeing the same person over and over again.
I'm going to go running up to the diving man and just start shouting, "Who are you? Who are you? What do you want?"
The body doesn't even move as you approach it. It stays looking right over your head. But you do hear a voice into your mind. And it says to you, "I am but a temporary vessel, but his will shall be done."
Whose will? What is happening?
You would not be able to comprehend the scheme and plan.
Well, try me.
The figure, it doesn't seem to move, but it pulls its hand slightly out the next time you see it, and its hand is flipped open. And on top of it, all you can see is a old, worn-down book.
I take it.
It feels damp. It feels like it's like tearing apart at the seams. But you'd be able to open it and maybe discern what's in it.
Alright, I do that.
Okay. Can you give me a occult check, please?
Page out occult. Sorry, I've got to find where it is so I know what I'm doing. There we go. Oh dear. 84.
84. That's a fail.
Oh yeah.
You look at the information that's on this page, and it just seems like a lot of nothing. There's a lot of weird words, a lot of Latin, You can't really, I guess, make out any phrases.
I call Garth over. Garth, are you good
Yeah.
with occult stuff? Maybe you can read what's in this book.
Some people call it occult stuff. I just call it stuff. But yeah, I'll read the book. I'll take the book.
That must get very confusing, he says as he lights up another cigarette.
I got a 21, which is a success on occult.
Okay. The second you open this book and start looking through it, words just tumble out of your mouth. You can't stop yourself from this chanting. It's completely out of your free will.
Garth, what are you doing? Why are you saying these words? Stop it! We don't want to cause anything else to happen.
Somebody write these down.
Oh, wait,
And I just
one second. Could you say that a little bit slower?
Writing it down.
As Mary's writing this down, Richard, you see the figure, and you notice that it's changing.
Sorry, who's Richard? That's Dick. I was joking. Keep going.
It's Mr. Johnson to you, Garth. It changing how? What does it look like it's changing into?
Its stomach, its torso is growing in size.
Oh dear.
Its gloves are loosening, as if the things inside of them are too big to be contained.
I'll take this book and I will run to the nearest hiding spot, leaving Richard Johnson to fend off this villain on his own.
I say, good sir, pointing towards this thing's stomach as he slowly backs away, reaching into his breast pocket in his vest. Your stomach seems to be growing, sir.
I don't think he's had a big lunch, Dick. Take cover! He gonna blow.
Garth, you clearly took Mary with you for safety, didn't you?
Absolutely. By the hand. I imagine that we're halfway in the rescue boat by now, lowering it down to the... no, I don't know.
And
But yes.
just backs up slowly with his hand in his vest. He's still got one of those long cigarettes hanging out of his mouth. His little pencil mustache. He just backs up, just watching this thing as it changes and transforms.
This figure starts stumbling towards you as you back away, and you watch as its gloves finally drop off of its hands. And you notice that its hands are human-ish. They're pale, and you notice that the palms of their hands isn't just bare skin. There's mouths on their hands.
Oh.
And these mouths are filled with teeth.
Oh dear. He takes another step back, looks around left and right, sees that both Garth and Mary have hightailed, and he's like, typical Yanks. Pulls out his snub-nosed revolver. He goes, right, so then, Jerry, let's get this over with. Points it straight at the creature and fires, if he may.
Yeah, go for it. Give me a firearms check.
Kablamo.
I'll say to Mary, nah, I'm sure that Rich is a very reasonable man. I don't think he would engage this thing into conflict without any due cause. He's probably finding a hiding spot as we speak. Oh, fuck.
94.
Right.
His hands are trembling as he fires.
Yeah, that's just off a malfunction, I think.
How does the malfunction work? I don't know.
It'll be dependent on your gun.
Alright, so my firearms skill... Oh yeah, malfunction. It says malfunction 100.
Okay. You got a fine-tuned gun.
Oh, do I? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why I wrote 100 in there, but it must be right. I'm just looking at the revolver.
Yeah,
Skill.
no, that's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you miss. You kind of fire, but the up kick is enough to push the bullet into the air, and it goes straight over this figure's shoulder.
Why don't you throw us some dinner and run the fuck away?
He'll take one more step back. He's going to steady his hand with his other hand, and he's going to fire one more time.
Okay, go for it.
While he does that, can we start getting the lifeboat ready to
Yeah.
get into the water? What do we have to roll for that?
Give me... Where is it? Survival.
Okay. Survival, you say?
Yes.
Don't you think this would be more like performance with instruments? No? Okay. So let's
No.
try.
So for that shot, I got a 64 over 60. Can I spend 4 points of luck? Is that something that we can do?
Yeah, you
Oh,
definitely
right.
can.
Then I am going to spend 4 points of luck. As he aims this revolver at this creature, you can see his hands are still shaking, and he reaches up with his left hand, puts it over the top of his wrist, and he closes his eyes for just a second, and as a bead of sweat just drops from his brow. The cigarette hanging limply in his mouth, he opens his eyes, and he can almost feel the presence of the original Richard Johnson standing over the top of him, just beside his shoulder, saying, pull, don't squeeze. And he fires the gun again, this time with a little bit more accuracy. But I imagine nothing happens at all.
Roll your damage.
Alright, let's roll some damage.
I got a 68, which was a fail. I'm tangling up the ropes and pulling them through the pulleys, kicking the crap out of them. Ooh, together we suck. No, this rope goes over here. You gotta pull it over this way.
I'm too busy looking out for Charlotte because somehow we've lost her, and I'm just trying to keep an eye out for Charlotte, seeing if there's any way I can see her.
So I did not roll good for damage. I rolled a 2 on a d10, so not great.
Any damage is good damage.
Any damage is good damage. Does it appear to impact on this mouth hand creature?
It seems to definitely hit it, but it seems like it's unfazed by the shot.
Alright, nothing seemed to happen.
It slowly reaches its hands up to grab hold of the helmet and twists it off.
Oh no.
And as it pulls the helmet up and throws it to the side, you notice that there is no head.
And no, you go ahead. You're the keeper.
I was gonna say it keeps making its way towards you.
At this point, Richard, he has another flashback to the western front where he must have seen a headless body at some point. In fact, you know what? When he took the dog tags off his fallen comrade, it was a lot easier to do because his fallen comrade had no head, so he didn't have to slip it over their head. So he gets flashbacks of that as he just looks at his revolver, looks back at this monstrosity, looks at the revolver, throws the revolver at it, turns, and Jack Sparrow runs it down the hallway.
You'll take 1 point of sanity loss, I should say, as you run it starts picking up the pace behind you and starts lumbering after you.
Can I try to read this book while he's being chased to see if there's anything to suck it back in or get rid of it or like ritually dismiss it?
Give me another occult check.
Okay. That is a 0 and a 6. 00 and a 6.
Yep,
So
that's really good.
That's a very good, yeah.
You fly through the book, taking in the information now, and thinking about what you're reading. You notice that this book is a sort of binding spell. It seems to summon this figure. There's words of, I release you from your prison, and similar, I guess, scripture. There is nothing in the book about removing its presence except for death.
I will look at the book having closed it. I'll look towards Mary and say, this book right here, throw it overboard. Useless. Nothing in it is going to tell us how to seal that beast. It seems the only way that's going to stop it is death. I don't know if that means ours or its.
Look,
If we what? Sorry.
I wonder what would happen if we actually destroyed the book. I wonder if the book is linked to its life force.
Well, we'll never know now because it's overboard.
Dear.
Well, I read that thing cover to cover and I couldn't find anything that told me that this thing is going to go away anytime soon. It wants death. And it looks like it's after Dick.
He's running down the hallway. Mary! As he... Help me! As he runs past.
Mary, don't go. He's a lost cause. He brought this on himself. Just hide under this boat.
I'll shout, over here, Dick! We're over here!
Oh, move away.
Stops, looks around to see if he can pinpoint where that sound came from.
Okay, give me a... Give me...
Spot hidden?
Sure. Or listen.
Or listen. Listen. Yeah, listen sounds good. So I got a 43. Where's listen? Where are you? There we go. No, unfortunately, I don't have a very good listen skill. So it's 43 over 35.
Yeah, you're stumbling about, unable to really detect where the sound's coming from. You can look all around, but all you see is just figures running in front of you. You spare a glance behind you and notice that this figure is maybe a meter away from you. It's basically breathing down your neck if it could.
I'm gonna duck and hide once I can actually see that he can't see me and the creature's just there.
Yeah.
I'm still hidden.
Yeah. Can both of you give me a stealth check, please?
We are cowards, Mary. I'm all for it. I got a 96. I'm hiding really well. My shoes are poking out the bottom of the boat and I'm shaking.
What is 100?
Real bad.
Real
Yeah.
bad.
No, that would be
0, 0, 0.
10 and 0.
10 and 0
That's a
is
10.
a 10.
If I got 10 and 9,
19.
sorry, that's
19? Yeah.
I got 19.
Cool. Mary, you're kind of huddled up, pulling things over yourself so that you can blend in well with the surroundings. But Garth is just stood there, basically.
Done mullet.
Yeah. This figure reaches out with one of its hands towards you, Richard, and is going to try and grab hold of your shoulder. You can dodge if you'd like to.
Why not? Seems like the instinctual reaction towards a headless corpse trying to grab you with its mouth hands. with a 97 over 40.
Yeah, no. It grabs hold of you with its hand, and you can feel the teeth grab hold of your shoulder and start pulling away at your flesh.
Oh, bother.
Oh dear.
You'll lose.
This is rather a spot of bother, isn't it?
4 damage.
Ooh, ouch.
And you'll also lose 5 intelligence and 5 willpower.
Ouch. Alright. Gonna lose 5 intelligence and 5 willpower. And I need to take 4 damage. Where's my hit points? There you are. I had 7 hit points currently, so that puts me on 3 hit points. And I stare this thing in its not face, and he whispers to himself, I always knew I'd have to pay for my sins. I didn't think they'd come for me so soon.
Mhm.
How does he look? Do you look like you're in pain, Dick?
I would imagine so. He's down to a third of his of his full life force, so I imagine he's in bad shape.
Is he like getting eaten alive by hands or something?
But yeah, as the hand pulls away, you can see a chunk removed from his shoulder.
Can I roll like a medicine check or a first aid or something, or an intelligence to see if he will likely survive this event or wound?
Sure, give me medicine.
Mary's just like covering her mouth to stop her from screaming.
79.
79 over...
Big fat, like nothing. I got no points in medicine.
Yeah, you have no clue.
He looks bad
That's
though.
a nasty
Mary's
wound.
screaming. Alright, I'm gonna shoot him then. I'm gonna put him out of his misery.
Wait, you're gonna shoot Richard?
Yeah. He's suffering at the hands of this monster. I'm gonna shoot him in the back and make sure that he dies a heroic and noble man. And not eaten by hand monster man.
I dig it.
I'm not joking.
Sure, go for it.
I'm all for it. He takes a long drag from his cigarette while this thing is just tearing away at his flesh with a trembling hand.
I got a 35, which is a success for firearms with a shotgun.
Okay. Richard, give me a dodge.
Okay.
Just see whether this impacts.
With a 98.
Yep. Okay. Garth, throw your damage.
I rolled 3 plus 2, 5.
Oof. And
Before I
with
do it,
that-
I'll just point it down. I'll look down the barrel of the shotgun and I'll say, Dick, you're the hardest man I ever knew. This is for your own good. You go be with the real Dick now. I'll shoot him.
And the
Richard,
shot. Yeah, I had 3 points of health left, so 5 is enough to eviscerate him.
You are unconscious. You're not dead
Unconscious.
outright,
Oh.
thankfully.
Okay. So I go to 0 hit points.
Yes.
Mary is just like distraught, and all these tears are just streaming down her face, making her like makeup run. She looks like a mess, but she can do nothing but just watch on in absolute horror, thinking, how is she going to get out of this if her newfound friends are killing each other?
Okay. Richard, can you give me a con check, please?
As you blast him in the back. You see his cigarette in slow motion fall down to the deck. As it clatters on the deck, sending up little sparks and embers. Con.
Yes.
So 40 over 35.
40 over 35. You can spend luck if you would like to.
Hey, it's now or never, right? Let's
Mhm.
spend 5 points of luck. So,
How this works is basically every single turn you'll have to roll con. If you fail, you die. The only way to stop you from rolling is have someone successfully give you first aid.
so let's set the scene here. Does this thing have me in its grasp at the moment?
You're almost under its boot.
Okay.
As you've dropped, it's kind of starting to step over you to go on to its next prey.
I'll look towards Marion and say, "He's distracted. He's distracted with Dick. This is our chance. We gotta go."
Mary's just too stunned to do anything. She's just staying hidden.
I'll say again, "Mary, we gotta go right now."
No response.
Alright, I will leave her then, and I'll begin to make my way towards the top of the boat. Where they stood in Titanic when the boat sort of went up this way and they all rode it down. That's where I'm going.
Yep, okay. As you move past and start running, can you give me a dodge check? As this
Yep.
figure will start to follow you.
34.
34, so success?
It's a half success.
Okay. It goes to reach out for you, and you feel its fingertips brush your shoulder as you keep running, and it starts lumbering after you, leaving Mary and the dying Richard behind.
Okay. I will continue to run away.
As soon as they kind of Mary starts coming out of her stupor, now that the creature's kind of moved on, and then she sees Richard dying on the ground, she's going to clamber out of her hiding spot and make her way over to Richard. Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't believe he shot you! Oh my god! What can I do to help? What?
Are you going to attempt to administer first aid?
Yes.
Okay, give me a first aid check.
$72.
Okay. Richard, can you give me a con check, please?
Alright. 34 under 35, so just made it.
Awesome. You're still holding on.
Spits up a bit of blood, mixed with a little bit of seawater.
Oh my god. This is horrible. This is meant to be a holiday. But now it has just turned into a nightmare. Oh my goodness.
Would you like to try again, Mary?
Yes.
Okay. Roll again.
Can I shoot at this thing while it's following me?
You may.
While Mary does that.
Roll a firearms check.
Okay. 76, which is a miss. And I think I got to reload now. Yes, I do.
88. Apparently the only good thing I'm at is hiding.
It's a good way to survive.
Richard, give me another con.
Oh, that's me. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading something. Oh god, there we go. 99.
And with that, the lights fade out of Richard's eyes as he drops
Richard?
completely.
Richard, no, Mr. Johnson, please stay with me, please stay with me. No. I'm just gonna shake him, and then she touches his shoulder that's half bitten off, and she's gonna, I'm gonna start screaming.
As you're sitting over him and panicking, you can see that with the very last bit of strength that he has left in his body, he reaches up and into his waist pocket again, under his shirt, and he pulls out a pair of dog tags, and as he coughs up some more blood and some seawater, he whispers, "Richard, I'll be there soon." And his eyes close for the very last time.
Fucking heavy.
Clutching the dog tags on his chest, which are now blood-soaked.
He is forever traumatized.
Yep. Do I need to take some sanity points off for that?
Sure, give me a sanity check. What'd you get for your firearms, good old Garth?
I failed. I got a 76.
Okay.
Is it just a straight kind of roll? What am I trying to get under?
Get under the sanity marker on your character sheet.
So if it's at 52.
You want to roll under 52.
Right.
Where do you get your sanity from? It's your willpower, right?
Yep.
Gotcha. I only have 64 of those left.
Oh, you've got more than I started with.
Yep.
I've been dealing with the occult for a while.
Okay.
War does things to people.
It's true.
With that, Mary, you'll lose 4 sanity. Okay. Garth, can you give me a dodge check as this creature's going to try and eat you with its hands?
I got 45, which is just a regular success.
Mm-hmm. It just misses you. Again,
Whoa.
you feel those fingertips brush against your back, and you can just hear the loud footsteps of this thing as it runs behind you.
Okay. As it goes to reach out for me, can I dodge that and then shoot, after reloading, shoot him in the hand?
Sure, go for
Try and blow that bad boy off. 11, which is a good hit. That's it. That's like an epic hit. Like the lowest thing on my thing is 11.
Okay. Do your damage.
Okay.
I believe they call that a critical success. Unlike
An epic
Richard's
blow.
life.
Oh.
Which is like Richard's life.
7
Hey-o.
damage.
7 damage.
Yeah. Can I attack twice at once?
What's the property on your gun? It should say...
It says 1/2.
Okay, so that means that the second shot you do at a dice penalty. So you
Okay.
roll 2 10s dice and take the higher one.
Okay. I'll do that.
Cool.
So 2 10s dice. That's the one. That's the ones with the double-digit numbers, correct?
Yep.
Okay. And you take the higher of those two.
Yep.
Okay. Which one's higher out of 00 and a 50? 50?
Yeah.
Okay. I got a 50.
Unless you got a 0 with your other die.
No. I got a 00 and a 6, or a 50 and a 6. So I think that's
so it's
56. Which is just a miss for me.
Just
I
a
got
miss.
55 on firearms. So yeah,
Damn.
second one misses.
Okay.
Do you have any luck you could spend to bring it down?
Oh yeah, I do. Thank you. I'll spend 2 luck points to bring it down.
Okay. Roll your damage then.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mary. I will not shoot you in the back.
When I return from the grave, you son of a bitch.
All right. 10 points of damage that time for the second shot.
10 points. Awesome. As you shoot its hand, you notice that it's starting to pull away from the wrist. It's almost like barely dangling on. It's flopping back and forth as it runs.
Is there anything to climb?
Yeah, there's probably a few crates about, and the railings and stuff.
Do I risk this, or I just keep playing Ring Around the Rosie with this thing?
Risk it.
All right, I'll climb.
Throw an
risk
innocent
everything.
person at it.
I tried that. It didn't work. It came after me anyway.
I said an innocent person.
I
Richard
gave
was
it a free meal.
far from innocent.
I will find a pile of crates to climb up, so I'll make my way over to like a pile of crates that people seem to be rushing by. I'll get some footing and begin climbing up just to see if I can get a leverage shot above.
Okay.
So, do I
Give me a dexterity check.
oh, okay. Dexterity check.
Or climb, yeah.
Dexterity's better. I'll do a climb.
Okay. Okay.
It's an 89. I fail. Like
You
a
start
cat trying to get up there.
climbing up, but you're kind of slipping, your foot's coming out from underneath you, and you turn your head slightly to check, where your location is compared to this figure, and you look straight down into its suit, and you see there is a neck to this creature.
Ooh.
However, it looks as if the head has been cleaved off, so you can see that bone and that sinew in there. And it is disgusting.
I
That's
imagine
messed up.
I imagine it's really hard to climb up some crates with all that blood on your hands. Hey, Garth.
No, I was actually 10 feet away from you when you died, bro.
I was speaking more of metaphorical blood, but
Oh.
yeah.
So the hurricane, as he's known to his friends, will now. Is he like close to me, or?
Yeah,
I'll-
he's almost reaching up to try and grab you from your slight vantage point.
I will let him grab me.
Okay.
Not the first time he said that.
I'll be like, "Come and get me, you son of a bitch."
He grabs hold of you with his one good hand, and you can just feel these teeth gnawing at your side. You'll take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And you'll lose 5 intelligence and 5 willpower.
Okay. I just reduce that from my thing, right?
Yep. Permanent loss.
Now's your
Yeah,
chance,
and-
Becky. Shoot him in the back.
And then I also reduce, because my willpower is reduced, I reduce my total sanity, and then 5 points of sanity go as well, or is that how it works?
Yes.
So my sanity total is 75, and then I also lose 5 points of sanity, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have fear in my voice as he lifts me up, and The Devil Went Down to Georgia will play in the background. And as it does so, I will hold up my gun, reload it, and I'll say, "I stopped you from taking the mortal soul of my friend. You ain't taking mine neither." And I'll shoot him in the hand that's holding me twice with the shotgun.
Firearms checks. The second one with disadvantage.
The first one's an 18, and the disadvantage one. The disadvantage one will miss with a 71. But I have luck.
Okay.
I'm going to do some maths here. 71 to make it hit.
We don't do maths on this channel.
Okay, I'll do it silently. Somebody do like a Steve Harvey stall.
Who's Steve
So
Harvey?
So he's the host of the American Family Feud. We won't get into it. This is a tense moment, Sven. I'll use 16 points of luck to just succeed on that one with a 55.
Okay.
So two hits.
Roll your damage.
Okay.
He's
And I'm
also
going.
the one who notoriously mucked up
Yeah.
Miss Universe.
Yeah. Oh, Miss
announcement?
America, yeah.
Oh, Miss America.
Oh, Miss Universe. I don't actually know, but yes, I know what you're talking about. Okay, so I have 27 points of luck left. 8 points of damage for the first. And the second, 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Bang, bang with a shotgun. Did his hand fall off? Am I free? Yes!
The hand that was holding you falls off and drops to the floor, and you fall out of its grasp.
I'll say, haven't you heard, you son of a bitch? I'm the best as ever been, and I'll keep running away. Back to Mary.
You turn back around and start running back the way you came, and it keeps lumbering after you with its half-hanging on hand.
Mary! Load your pistol, Mary!
He just looks up at you, a bit, lost at the sight of losing Richard. And she just kind of pulls back out of her stupor again and shakily reaches down for her weapons and pulls out her shotgun. Well, not shotgun, pistol.
You both hear a
Revolver.
voice. You both hear a voice in your head that says, "You may end this form of me, but you will not stop him from waking."
He can wake up all he likes, as long as he does it tomorrow when I'm well away from this fucking boat.
And they keep charging after both of you.
No, he won't. I'll shoot him.
Shoot it. Yeah. Go for
Sure
it.
as well.
Go for it. You can both roll me firearms.
22 is a hit, and I'll take the disadvantage shot. 79 will miss. I don't have enough luck to fix that.
That is a 6, which is my. I believe that is my 5th. Is that critical pass?
Yep. You can both roll me damage.
I got 9.
9?
I'm going to roll to hit it as well. 2.
6.
6.
Where was that on your con save, mate? I was holding out for you.
I know, right?
Okay, you both do some decent damage to it. It stumbles back a little bit. It seems weak, but it's focused in on both of you, and it doesn't seem like it's going to stop. It keeps lumbering towards you, and it's going to try and grab out at Mary. Mary, can you give me a dodge check, please?
And before you tell us what the result of that roll is, hang tight for 1 second. We're going to go to a short break, and when we come back, we're going to find out what the result of that roll is, as well as something else. So, guys, if you're watching live, stick with us. It's only going to be like 2 minutes, and we'll be right back, and we'll find out whether Mary was able to dodge that attack. All good, guys? Stick with us. We'll be back in 1 minute. Or 2 minutes. Or maybe 3. But no more than 4. Or 5. We'll be back soon. And we're back. I promised it wouldn't be a long break. And it wasn't. Because I always live up to my promises. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. Grace has joined us. How are you, Grace?
I am good, thank you.
Don't worry about it. You didn't miss anything of any importance. It's just been a whole lot of walking around, just reading books and all that kind of stuff. Nothing exciting. So you haven't missed anything. But
That's good.
I just quickly, while we're on a break, I quickly pulled up an image of the creature that we are currently facing. So that's what you can see right there in the middle of your screen. That's not a picture of me at schoolies. No, that is in fact the horrible, horrible beastie that just killed me. Oh, and Valiant's gone. We can just see the top of his head. But that's alright. That's the best part
I
of
thought
him.
you said nothing of import happened.
That's a guilt slide. That's what that is.
Oh, that's what that is? Roll a performance check. No, amazing. That's where we're at. And I'm dead, so I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to hand it over to you guys.
So, Mary, what'd you get as you fired your gun?
I actually got 83.
Aha.
In my... Sorry?
I said, aha.
But I'm going to use some luck points to bring it
Oh.
down. So
Okay.
I only needed to get 75, but I've used 10 luck points to bring it just under.
Yep.
So it's just a success.
Awesome. Roll your damage.
6.
6. Okay. Okay. You take a shot at it, and it impacts, and it seems to almost step back for a minute, but it has minimal thought as it keeps charging.
I'll say,
Charlotte.
leave her alone, and I'll shoot her twice again.
Okay, roll me your hits. Charlotte, as you
Ooh.
are running through the crowd trying to find your recent companions, you notice this scuba diver figure from the back. It seems bloated. It's missing one hand, its other hand is barely hanging on, but you notice on that hand there is a mouth full of teeth. And looking at where the head should be, the helmet is gone and there is no head to be seen. And below this creature is a dead Richard, with Mary and Garth stood around the body, shooting at this creature.
Okay, so I got a
Okay.
60. I'll use 5 luck points to hit it, though.
Yep.
And the next one with disadvantage was a 53,
Okay.
which is a
Roll
hit.
both your damage.
So the first... Oh, that's poo damage. Only 5 points of damage.
Mhm.
And 10 points for the second.
Okay.
And
With
I'll
that-
reload.
With that, it stops in its tracks. And you, like, almost squint at it as its sudden change. Its body seems to shrink back into what would be considered a regular human, and slowly a head pops up from the missing neck. From the neck with the missing head. And you look at this figure and notice it to be the Charles that had been, I guess, half missing and half stopping you from your treks previously.
Charles, I like the way you looked better before. Can you change back to that ugly thing? Because this is a severe disappointment. What are you doing inside that bloated man?
As you say this, you look down as the figure in the diving suit slumps to the floor, dead.
Guess you won't be saying too much no more. I'll go and kick him or poke him with the shotgun.
As you kick him and poke him with the shotgun, you notice that Charlotte is just down the way, having seen what's just transpired.
Alright, I will see Charlotte and I'll also see Mary, and then I'll rush over to Dick and I'll try to perform first aid.
Okay, give me a first aid check.
Charlotte, as you approach the scene,
71.
you just see
Doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay.
You pull out a band-aid and put it over a big gaping wound that you can see his spinal column through.
No, I'm just... Straighten your eyebrows.
Mary is just an absolute mess. Her makeup has run everywhere. Her hair is disheveled. She's got, stains on her knees, like on her nice stockings. You can see some of her clothes starting to tear.
What happened? I was gone for like legit 5 minutes. I turn around, there's people dead and people crying. Does someone want to fill me in?
Charlotte, we ain't got no time for this. Your boat is going under the water. We need to know if there's anybody or anything that we can take to sail ourselves into the sunset, because he's still coming. He told me that this vessel that he was using, old Charles, it ain't gonna be the last thing that he uses to take us down.
Oh no. Is there some sort of check to know if there's like a speedboat or something on the boat that I could steal?
Speedboat.
Well, I have all of my points in money, so I think Charlotte brought a speedboat. I'd say she brought a speedboat
I'm
with
gonna
her.
Google speedboats in 1920.
I'm sure it would have happened.
I've got enough time.
You don't believe that there's a speedboat, but you do know that there's a couple lifeboats that are reserved for the captain and his higher up crew that are probably available, seeing as the captain is dead and his higher up crew Charles is also dead.
Did we confuse? Did we actually confirm the captain was dead?
You believed so. You never got to check back with the nurse as to whether any headway had been made on that.
Yeah, I think we didn't get to check because somebody obnoxiously let off a grenade in the lower quarters of the ship.
Who would have done that? That's just rude.
Yeah. I was about to ask who that was, and then I remembered.
It was me.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was the same guy that shot Dick in the back.
Yeah. Not
My-
nice.
My highlight reel for this game is not good.
No.
Yeah, no.
Charlotte's just gonna like turn to everyone and go, I mean, I think there's some lifeboats we could use that are reserved for the captain, and you know what, let's just get to the lifeboats. Let's just can we fix him? Is he
No,
fixed?
nah. First things first. Dick was a soldier. He deserves to go off like a proper soldier would want. Can I shoot him out of a cannon? No, I won't do that.
No!
I'll hold him over my shoulder. And I'll say,
Can I do a medical check on him?
we need to bury him.
How
I-
dead is he?
He's dead. No
Like,
pulse, no
dead.
nothing.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how dead is he? 10. He's dead. He's dead.
There is a chunk missing from his shoulder that he is, as well as the bullet hole through his back that he's bled out from. And
Amazing.
Currently, Garth shares a similar chunk out of his side that is slowly draining with blood.
Okay.
You're throwing those
Well-
medicine checks around, I'll take one.
I think it's time to get off the ship, if I'm being honest. I think we can deal with the dying thing later. I feel like dying is something we can put off. So let's get to the lifeboats, shall we?
I got a better idea, Charlotte. Why don't you
What?
get on the phone to your rich poppy and call in your helicopters?
How is she going to get to her phone?
Okay,
We are in the
This
middle
is
of the
nine-
ocean.
This is 1920. I'm not 100% sure what a helicopter is. And I don't think we actually even had the kind of phones that you're referring to in that
Lifeboats it is. Follow your lead.
Lifeboats.
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 Okay. You
I like the
start-
first adjective for the lifeboats being life. It's my favorite part about it.
Yeah.
You start making your way through the crowd of people rushing to the civilian boats. You push towards the front end of the ship, where you know they're specifically reserved for these people. They're hidden away almost. And you, together, the three of you, manage to pull one out and rig it up so that it's ready to drop when you're wanting to depart the ship.
Fun fact, the first manned controlled helicopter flight occurred in 1920. But it only moved
There
by a
you
few
go.
yards.
Definitely
A
not
few yards
now.
away from this cruise ship.
and then crash into the ocean. Yeah, that'll improve your lot.
Mm.
There you go. That's how you don't learn things on Crit and Miss.
Okay, ladies. Get in the boat. I'll lower you down.
Are you going to let more people down?
Well,
When they get down, I'm going to shoot a hole
really
in the
do
bottom.
think men and women first, women and children first, of course. Mary after you.
Thank you, Charlotte. Mary's just gonna get in, and she's just gonna curl up into a ball on the bottom of the boat.
I will lay the corpse of Richard gently on the boat too. I would have also wrapped him in a sheet or a sail or something.
When he does that, Mary just like sits up and just like tries to move away from the body.
Ms. LeBeau, your chariot awaits.
Do you really need to bring that in here? We can just, sort of peacefully drift him off. There's another lifeboat. I just don't think it's necessary to traumatize people with a dead body.
I fully understand where you're coming from, Miss LeBeau, and apologies to you, Mary, but Richard had a love. I intend to bury him right next to him. So excuse your uncomfortableness for but a moment, for his comfortableness in his entire afterlife, if you please.
Fair enough. That sounds legit. Fair enough. Okay. Everyone pick up a row and get to rowing.
I will get in the boat
Row
and I
away.
will shoot the pulley. So
Okay.
I'll actually just lower us down like a normal person.
You lower yourself down, and you feel the impact of the boat onto the water, and you pull out your oars, you start slowly paddling away from the ship, trying to get up a momentum, and you all look behind at the ship and see that it's barely surfacing at this point. Half of it's already underwater. Little bits of luggage are already floating away. You can see other lifeboats of a few civilians in the distance that have gotten away before you. They're paddling furiously. You can hear the cries behind you of the people that maybe aren't as fortunate. You keep paddling a bit miffed about what's happened here.
Yeah, I damn say you would be pretty miffed.
My boat is sinking. Well, that's a gosh darn shame.
You didn't want that boat anyway.
Sorry, Charlotte. I'm so sorry for your boat.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just have my daddy build me a new one, a bigger one, a better one. It's fine.
And Mary's just gonna lean into you and just like cuddle you.
Maybe this time he could build one that isn't cursed by an occultist demon. That would be really nice.
Yeah, you know what? I'll add that in the notes. And Charlotte will take out her scribble book that's probably like soaked at this point, and we'll just draw a boat and a demon and then cross it out. See? I've taken note of that right here. I'll inform the plans for the next boat. No demon cults.
Can you guys give me a spot hidden check, please?
Yes.
Oh my god, Sven is the demon. His body is rising.
I have 75 luck to spend, so I'm gonna be spending big tonight. I've used none of my luck this entire time.
Did you just put everything in luck and money?
Yes! I think it's because I was 73 luck. I think it's because I'm young, I get extra luck or something.
Oh, right.
I got
98.
83. Not for me. I am not spotting
see.
any hidden.
98.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend 25 points to make that a regular success.
Two of you are completely out of sorts, trying to paddle away as quickly as possible. But Charlotte, as you're kind of half-heartedly paddling, you're not used to this type of work. You look around in the boat you're in, and you see a little safe. Seems to be half cracked open. Almost like it may have been opened recently in the rush. But
Oh!
you see a little glint from something inside.
Okay. Is it within reaching distance?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna reach in, I'm gonna grab it.
Reaching in, you grab hold of what feels like a stack of papers and a small knife.
Okay, what do the papers say? Are they readable?
Looking at the papers, some of it's readable, but just flicking through the papers, it seems like the further along in the stack, the more intelligible they get. But from the start of the papers, you can read phrases of the captain was right. This ship is but the beginning of our plans. These people will make a worthy sacrifice for him. He will rise and he will praise us. For the many souls that we have delivered onto him, he will wake from his slumber in order to see this great feast.
We may have a problem.
Well, it sounds like we got nothing but time to talk about it here, Charlotte.
So, you know how you were saying that the boat was infested with demons and loud, it was going down, and it was like, yay, we made it off the boat, huzzah.
I do recall.
It is highly likely that a demon will be coming out of the ocean to prey upon the people in the ocean right now. And according to the notes, this was just the beginning. So,
What?
yeah. I think we should paddle faster, a lot faster, if it's possible. And Charlotte will just start picking up the row, and she'll like take off her little pink cardigan and her hat, and she'll literally just start like absolutely digging in.
Now,
like,
I know
paddling
you
as
really
fast
wanted
as
to do the
possible.
honourable thing and take Mr. Johnson back to be near his love, but wouldn't you think we'd go a bit faster if we didn't have the dead weight? Please pardon the pun.
Is this how we're all feeling?
Dump it! Dump the body! Dump it off the boat! Dump it! Get rid of it!
Yikes.
I'll pick him up over my head, and I'll put him back down and say, "You two are horrible. He ain't going nowhere."
Do you want to die? Do you want to die in this here ocean? There
Look
are
here,
a lot of
Charlotte.
places I wanted to die. In my bed,
Charlotte.
on a horse,
Charlotte.
in the middle of
Charlotte.
a field of daisies.
Charlotte, Miss LeBeau. Charlotte, it's gonna be fine. See, they said that this is just the beginning, and as long as the middle and the end of this story happens way over there near that wreckage and nowhere near this little dingy boat, then we're gonna be all sweet. We're gonna sail into the sunset. This song has a happy ending, child. And I'll just pat you on the head.
I'm about to do you, Mr. Hurricane, and take my gun out and point it at you. So I suggest you pick up that there oar and you start paddling.
And you have two dead weights to deal with and nobody to row you away from danger. So, you go right ahead, Miss LeBeau. I'm just gonna sit back here and read my coldest book, rest my feet on the side, and know that there's a whole feeding frenzy for that demon to have over by that cruise ship, and he ain't gonna bother us none. Get out of the danger, ladies. Just relax.
To tell you this, it's an ocean demon and we're in the ocean. So as far as I'm concerned, if we're in the puddle, we're in danger. Now, Mary, I know you're a little bit traumatized, but do you mind picking up an oar and helping me, sweet cheeks?
Yes, let's do this. Let's get out of here, please. Hurry.
Mighty good idea, ladies. Let's get out of here. Look, I'm just saying that if I'm fishing in the bayou and I throw a whole chunk of bait down one side of the river, and I'm sitting in this part of the river with my single line and one little shrimp on the end of it, I'm pretty sure all the fish are going to be biting over there and not over here. We're safe, lady. You don't need to worry about a thing.
Yes. It does stand to reason, though. These ain't fish, they're demons. So, I mean, I don't know, I'm just working off my headcanon. They're probably gonna be freaking huge. That's just my thinking. So I'd rather be out of the ocean and, on solid land.
You'd actually be surprised how similar demon and fish are. And I'll rattle off for the next hour and a half while I row the exact similarities between demons and fish. You see, some of them have 2 eyes, some of them are scaly. No, just go on like that forever.
Can you all give me a strength or survival check, please?
Oh, I got a 6 flat.
What's better? Strength.
That's a good success.
We're gonna roll strength. Not that that's something she's good at, but why not?
So that's 4 for me.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, and a 54, so I failed.
Yeah, Mary and Garth know we're in some shit.
Yep. Okay, you start rowing away, talking amongst yourselves. You notice in the distance near where the boat is, there is the start of a whirlpool. The water starts spinning slowly. It's terrifying hearing the sudden uproar of screams again as boats start to get trapped in that spin. And you know that whatever is causing this is not good news and it's not natural.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Those poor people.
No one look. Everyone row forward. Everyone just keep their eyes forward. We're not looking at whatever has happened there. We're just gonna, I guess, keep rowing. Just keep rowing. Just keep rowing. That we're gonna,
This is hopeless. We're all doomed. We're all doomed.
I just start playing
it's
Amazing
only
Grace.
hopeless when we're dead. It's only hopeless when we're dead. I'm not gonna die. We can be hopeless when we're dead. Okay? We are going to row our way out of this ocean.
Oh, Rich.
Can I roll another check to see if I can row faster? Now that I'm freaking out.
Sure, all of you can give me another check as you feel the boat start to tug towards the growing whirlpool.
95. School.
Jesus! Do you have any luck left?
Me, yeah, I got 22 points. It's not going to do anything with a 95. I'll save it for the swim check to run away from this thing while it eats you guys.
I
got
don't
53.
think you're gonna be. Okay. You got any luck left?
Oh, I've got
No.
52.
Use it. We're gonna need it.
Yeah.
We're gonna need it. Because if this is what I think it is, and I think I know what this is, then we're up.
I
we're up
won't
shit
succeed
creek
if I
without
use
paddle.
all of my. I won't succeed if I use all of my luck, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, there's no point. Oh, we're all rolling so crap.
Yeah. Alright, I'll use my luck
see.
points to get me to a regular success.
Where does survival sit?
It's
so
on
blind.
the third column under stealth.
Ah, I have nothing in it. Okay, that's not helpful.
Yeah, so I need to use 30.
Right, let's see.
So yep, I got down to a regular success.
Minus 35. Okay, I'm going to spend some luck, and I'm back down to a regular success.
Okay.
I'll just say I'm still playing Amazing Grace then, submitting to the fate of everybody, asking the Lord for help.
Okay. You keep rowing and you feel like you're not moving at this point. you're trying to pull away from this tide, and you're kind of at a standstill with it, looking out at the boats that are caught in this whirlpool. They're just trapped in it. The screams grow louder. Parts of the boat are being ripped off into this turning pool of water. You can almost see a tentacle reach up and grab hold of boats and pull
This is
them
my
down.
worst fear. This is literally my worst fear. Like in real life.
Can
Please,
you
for
guys
the
give
love
me
of God,
a
Luke.
It's a
sanity
very
check?
Dump the
specific
body.
worst fear.
Dump the body, please, for the love of God.
I will not dump this body. I have a strong amount of guilt, and I need to do something right to save my immortal soul.
Shouldn't have fucking shut him then.
Wait,
Miss
dude.
LeBeau, can I just tell you, knowing what fate awaits us, Mr. Johnson got out real easy.
You got a 5. Do we need to roll intelligence now?
What did Mary and Garth get?
Sorry, what are we rolling?
Sanity.
No, I got a 62.
28.
Okay. Those of you who succeeded can give me an intelligence check.
I did succeed.
Okay.
Oh, that's about
Oh, wait,
to go
my current
absolutely
sanity?
Bonkers.
Yes.
Yes, I did succeed.
Oh shit.
I succeeded on my intelligence save, which is not good.
The look
Oh,
on
thank God I
Grace's
failed.
face. Oh, okay, there you go.
I failed. Thank God. I was like, oh my God, I did well. Oh my God, no, I didn't. Thank God. Oh wait, no, I did. Oh my God, no, I passed it. I've got a 5th success, actually.
Well, you got a critical success on the intelligence check to see if you understood what was happening.
I got a regular success.
Charlotte's about to go loopy. Absolutely doolally tap. In a hot
Doolally tap.
Those of you who succeeded the intelligence check will lose 13 sanity.
See ya.
Wait,
And go-
succeeded?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll take.
I used luck for that. Can I take it back?
Sure.
I don't want to succeed. I don't want to lose insanity points.
Too smart for our own good.
Yeah.
So, the two of you who took that damage will be temporarily insane.
How many points was that? 13?
13.
Oof. I'm
Oh
almost
my God. And it,
literally insane.
is it vaguely reptile looking?
Sure.
I'm gonna continue singing, but in like a manic, from my hometown scripture, remembering my mama in church, who used to take me all the time, and where I first learned to play guitar, like full on accepting the end in insane ways.
So here's the thing. I actually think we could use this to our advantage slightly. So I have I can't pronounce it, herpetophobia, and it's a fear of reptiles, right? And logically, when you're afraid of something, you actively want to get away from it. So here's what I'm thinking. Would I get advantage on a roll to row faster because I'm scared
Oh, no.
and want to get away?
Ladies and gentlemen, throw those hear me out emotes in the chat right now because this is absolutely ludicrous. Are you suggesting that you're more afraid of reptiles than a giant, otherworldly, eldritch
That's
horror?
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It looks vaguely reptilian. I feel like I should get advantage of getting away from it.
I'll say that in your insanity, you can still make the check. So you
Okay.
and Mary can both make another strength or survival check for me. Garth is too insane to be able to row at this point.
Go,
I
you
have
better roll well
accepted
on this
the
one.
end. I've accepted The end is near. It is today.
I cannot fathom it. I think I personally need to roll an insanity check for this being for this happening. I can't imagine someone, they're rowing the boat, they look back, they're like, oh, an eldritch horror from time immemorial is killing hundreds of people. Oh, it looks vaguely reptilian. Oh shit, gotta get out of here. Just cannot.
She's insane. How is she supposed to know the difference? She's insane. That's 35, so I succeed.
What'd you get, Mary?
Please tell me you did well.
I got 46, and I needed 23 to succeed on a strength check.
No.
I'm just trying to think how many luck points I need to use.
Pump all of them into a girl. It's now we're about to literally die. Girl.
How crazy am I, would you say?
Probably a similar state that you were in the ship just before.
Okay. I'll start to put my hands up to the sky, and I'll stand up, not helping
use
them
my
row.
luck points. I now have 8 luck points, but I bring that down to a regular success.
I
Okay.
have 0, so we better not die because it's gonna look real bad.
I'll just be like,
Yes.
Lord, you hear me now? Take me into your woman brace. I know I've sinned in my life. And I'll just keep going on like that.
You two are barely holding the ship at a standstill. You can feel it stuttering slightly towards this creature. You notice now as the whirlpool gets larger and starts to encompass even more things in the water, that there's definitely something in the center of this. You can see its tentacled maw starting to pull out of the water, and see 2 specks of red light from inside, almost like eyes that look up at the night sky, and it's the tentacles keep reaching out for ships, grabbing at them and pulling them underneath into what you could probably assume is its mouth.
Holy fuck.
And you can hear in your head the cries of the cultists that you'd killed before, exclaiming, "The sleeper has awoken."
I'm in danger.
My tone will change. I'll be like, I will not be taken by some eldritch holler. To you, my lord, I give myself. And I'll go down onto my knees and I'll take down my shotgun.
Yeah, shoot it.
Oh no, I'm not going to shoot it.
Mary's gonna
Oh my
jump
God.
overboard and swim.
Oh, Mary's jumping.
So swim
You know
check.
what?
Yeah, give me a swim check.
Oh man.
I'm gonna see how this goes, and then I'm gonna.
So am I.
I.
You're the best, Mary.
Take him one for the team.
I'll just
That
be like,
did not look good.
Save that girl who just jumped into the water.
I got 49. I needed 30.
No.
Oh my God, girl.
And I only have 8 luck points, so it's not going to do anything.
Jump overboard in a last attempt to rid yourself of this creature, and you immediately feel something grab at your ankle.
I'll shoot Mary.
Okay, roll me a firearms check.
I will save her soul too. 65. I'll use 10 luck points to hit.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Now you're using luck points.
I'll say, deliver her to you, Lord. Take her away from this eldritch horror. That is 9 points of damage.
Did that kill you, Mary?
Nine points.
Just trying to see.
Hold
Where
on.
is that?
Should
be
be
at the
top
top.
right.
Sorry.
Yes, just under the age above luck.
No, it does not kill me.
I'll
She's
take my
barely
second shot.
holding on. Cool. Roll a disadvantage.
Oh my god!
I'm saving her soul. Oh no, that's gonna miss and no luck. Yeah. I guess the boat rocks, and as it rocks, I'll just like shoot off to the side.
Mm-hmm. With barely holding on, Mary, you get pulled under the water. Looking up at that boat that you just jumped from, you turn your head under the rapid and see the giant base, the giant head of this being. The rest of its body is incomprehensible in size, and you're pulled straight into its mouth. That's the last thing you see. There are 2 left.
Tried. Sorry, Mary.
Okay.
Charlotte,
point-
you alone can try and keep in your place if you would like.
I'll say to
Sorry.
Charlotte. Oh,
Can I actually?
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a knife and just stab myself in the heart?
Sure. Roll a...
Stab yourself, check.
3.
What was it? Sorry.
Fighting brawl.
against self. Now make it dodge check.
Can you choose to fail?
Do I need to fail? I thought I need to succeed.
You want to
it.
succeed, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
I imagine it's night. It's dark. You're in the water, getting dragged down by this thing, fighting to reach for your knife.
So, I rolled 37. I needed 25.
You got 8 luck.
I've got 8 luck points left.
Yay! Why am I celebrating this?
Yay.
Which means I had exactly the right amount
Okay.
for my fighting brawl to be able to, while I'm being tousled underwater, to pull my knife out and just take the rest of myself out as I'm bleeding from that massive shot wound that Garth gave me trying to help save my soul.
Mhm.
I am going to finish the job before this beast can take me and claim it as its victim.
How much health do you want? Just
2.
before you stab yourself. 2? Okay, roll me a d4.
Oh no! Just
Oh my
twist
god.
it to the side. You got this.
I love this scene. You're being dragged underwater. You reach in for your knife. You pull it out, and you let it go in the tussle. But you're just lucky enough that it drags you around, and you come back around to the same spot, and you grab the knife again.
You die.
Purple for sure.
You go, Mary. Go,
2.
Mary.
Yes, I mean,
Just enough.
I hate that we're celebrating this, but yes.
Yeah, I
You
don't know
managed
how to.
Do you have a damage bonus?
I don't think she will because she has such low strength.
I have a damage bonus of -1, so
Same.
Ooh. Okay. That's 1 damage.
Sorry.
So melee goes off of damage bonus as well, so it's 1d4 plus your damage bonus. And because you're at -1, it's 1d4 -1. So it was 1 damage to yourself.
So I go into the maw of this demonic beast with 1 barely. Can I just say I drowned? In the last.
Surely! She's been stabbed and shot and.
We'll say you can willingly open your mouth and take that final breath of water.
I refuse to be taken.
Understandably so.
I do not want to be
Can I still see her? Can I try shoot?
I would say probably not at this point.
Okay.
Jeez.
You just see this like little bit of bubbles that come up as you like can see nothing under the water. You just see this like rush of bubbles to the surface.
She's gone, Charlotte. This is you and me. Deliver us not into temptation, but save us from evil. I'll hold the shotgun at you. Hold still, Charlotte. Turn around if you have to.
I'll hold the shotgun up to Gar.
I'll shoot her.
And I'll say on 3. Ah!
Oh wait,
3.
you're gonna say on 3? Okay, all right.
On 3!
Let's do it.
Too late. Dead.
Okay.
No.
On 3!
I'll go to pull. I'll like cock it and pull the trigger and point it towards you and be like, oh, on 3, and I'll be like, on 3.
Okay. On 3.
Yeah, both of you roll me a firearms check.
Okay.
It was a pleasure knowing you.
The pleasure was all mine, Miss LeBeau. I got a 59, but I'll use 4 luck points to hit. So I got 8
I
luck
missed.
left. Wow.
I got an 85.
I stand in the storm alone.
Okay.
Surely
roll,
that close.
roll your damage, Garth.
Okay.
Please kill me.
8
I don't
points
think
of
I've ever had
damage.
to ask for that. Yeah, I'm dead.
Yes. All right. You now see tentacles come from my mouth and red eyes. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
I was the villain all along. I've been talking to Ali all week.
Oh, really?
No.
Stop.
That's something I would do.
Something I've done.
All right.
Yeah.
I killed
noticed.
Grace that time too.
I will shoot her directly into the chest. I'll watch her stumble, but she'll stumble towards me and I'll hold her, and then I'll look at her, holding her away from me. Do you say or do anything?
I guess I don't think Charlotte would really say anything. I don't think she has a thought in her head. I guess she'll just apologize. She'll be like, I'm sorry. Because it was her words. So.
I'll lay her down, close her eyes like people do, and then I'll just stand with my open arms in the storm. Because Garth don't believe in suicide.
Just let the sea take you.
Yep.
Within seconds of laying her down, another tentacle pulls out of the water, grabs hold of your lifeboat, and drags you under.
I'll play Tom Petty's I Won't Back Down the whole time. No, I won't back down.
Last thing you see is the night sky, and then the maw of this giant creature as it crushes you between its teeth.
Should have kept the grenade.
Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't hit. I was actually excited because I was like, an 85, yes! But I was like, an 85, no.
That's okay. But yes, I will fade into darkness.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of our investigators.
Wow.
As these last moments of Garth happen, I imagine this creature sort of reaches in with its tentacles and grabs hold of the boat, lifting it up into and towards its maw. And as it does so, I imagine we see the boat sort of tip to the side, and in the darkness we see something from inside of the wrapping that they wrapped up Richard's body in. Something metallic sort of falls out, and we see it as it falls in slow motion through the night sky, tumbling end over end. And then we see the light from this creature's gigantic red eyes reflect off the metallic object as it falls down through the sky. And in the background you can hear people screaming. And as the light reflects off of it, you can see there's 2 dog tags hanging on a chain. One of them says Lieutenant Richard Johnson, and the other one says Private Lyle Anders. And that's the last thing that we see before it fades to black.
We died.
It's
I
kinda
didn't
what
think you were
happens.
actually being serious.
Me and Mary
I've
having a
never
tea
died
party in this
before.
thing's belly. Like, tea? Yes, please. Milk? Yes.
You don't
You got
die,
you have a
you don't
knife
live
sticking
going
out
to
of your
pick them up
chest.
tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. This thing does 21d6 damage with a 100% chance to hit.
Well, then no one's gonna have health like that. That
Yep.
is, yeah. There's absolutely no
Yeah.
chance whatsoever.
If this thing shows up, game over.
Mhm.
I guess it's a matter of choosing how you die.
Yep.
I feel like there was something that we missed, something that we could have done or should have done differently in order to stop this from happening in the first place. But I just wasn't smart enough to figure out what it was.
Just stop
I
it
mean-
from rising in the first place.
Not necessarily. I think the problem is that, like, it's so hard to put yourself into the place of something like this happening. I don't know, just from my perspective, I feel like something like this would be very inevitable. And as you said, it's more of a way of picking how you die. Like, do you continue to sort of fight until you're eventually taken, or is it like a matter of just
Mercy killing your
having
entire
losses?
party.
Yeah, I tried.
Were we
I tried.
kind of
I
doing
was
the right thing by taking our lives? Like, did we want to be, like, taken by this thing? Did it matter? Or our souls?
It doesn't particularly matter, no. It's more the fact that this caused you to die is, I guess, the main aspect of things. You guys are very lucky that you didn't die from going insane, because upon seeing Cthulhu, you lose 1d100 sanity, and I
wow.
rolled it and I got 13. So,
Oh, well, there you go. That is,
Wow.
yeah.
that is lucky. What I want to know is there a situation where we don't die? Is there a situation where the boat isn't sucked into a whirlpool and the world ends because of a ancient Cthulhuan mythos?
Definitely if you guys probably hadn't have blown a hole in the ship,
Bastard.
you probably had a chance to maybe take control of the ship and get it moving.
Okay.
Who would have known that that was a bad idea? Nobody could have known.
foreseen in the session 0 when Ali said, "Are you sure you want a grenade? You're going to be on a ship."
And I said, absolutely I do, thinking that that meant that closed quarter... I don't know what I was thinking, alright? I was... I was a guitar-wielding, potty
Oh, we're
mouth
all dead
slinging...
now, so it's fine.
Hey, to be fair to you, Valiant, I believe that you can detonate a hand grenade in the hold of a ship and the ship won't sink.
Well, not on this ship.
On account of my brother's stories.
We don't...
Apparently they're
That will
not
be
as,
told another time.
they're not quite as devastating as we're led to believe. The old hand grenade. He said you could basically have a hand grenade go off in your lap and you could survive that.
I don't want to test that. Ali, thanks so much for running that. That was great.
Yeah, that
Appreciate
was
it. And
great.
thanks-
So much.
And thanks,
amazing.
Sven, for having us all here and having me on the channel. I
No problem.
appreciate it.
Thank you for killing me. I really appreciate it. And I get the feeling that that's not the only time you're going to kill me either.
In our lives together, hopefully it's only ever on the tabletop.
Yeah.
Well, that's yet to be
No, I'm
seen.
joking.
But
I
if you are
would
going to
never-
kill me, let's make sure that we stream it live so we can get some publicity out of it. But
No,
no.
Sven, no!
I don't think that's like. I don't think you can even make money of that.
Some
Anyway.
people know. Thank you very much for running that for us. I really appreciate it. Ali, Becky, thank you for joining us. Grace, pleasure as always. Valiant, you've been amazing. Thank you for joining
you.
us for this crazy Cthulhu. And this is my first Cthulhu adventure. So yay! I'm officially inducted into the Elder Mythos.
Me too.
You too.
I'm
there
glad
you go.
to have. I'm glad to have popped that cherry, Sven.
You're welcome.
Your
You're
first
welcome.
death came from me.
I actually think that is my first character death in all of
no, I lied.
tabletop role-playing games. Before we go, let's have a quick chat about what we have coming up. Next on the channel here, Crit and Miss, we have the Season 2 premiere of Out of the Abyss. That is coming up on the 8th of... I forget what month it is.
October.
And the 8th of October at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, right here on Twitch. We are going to be streaming the premiere of Season 2 of Out of the Abyss. And...
Who can I see in that one, Sven?
Oh, well, I mean, we have returning superstars Mark and Grace, who's actually over there on the stream.
Are you still playing Thrash, Grace?
I am. Thrash has yet to die. She has kept her spot as Party's best barbarian, and she will stay Party's best barbarian because the other one is dead. So by a technicality, she is still the Party's best barbarian.
Win by default.
Yes.
I don't want to take any wind out of your sails, but you are in a bad situation as it currently stands. But we'll see how that.
I know.
We'll see how that plays out.
I'm a
And
very good backup character.
this is the. Well, it's the first time I've said it on stream. Of course, I put a post up earlier because, of course, Ali's going to be joining us for Season 2 of Out of the Abyss. Yay! Hooray! So if you were sad thinking that this was going to be the last time you were going to be seeing her on the channel, you can stop crying, put the tissues away. She's going to be coming back in only in a week's time, so can't wait for that. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you join us for that live, and that is going to be going weekly. 1 week will be a live episode, and the following week will be a pre-recorded episode. So every single week, another episode of Out of the Abyss, so you can get that D&D fix. And in the meantime, they can check out the Valiant Odyssey.
Oh yeah, that's my stuff.
That's a good channel too.
Yeah, every Tuesday we release a podcast, and every Thursday usually we stream, and every Sunday we do games over on my channel, D&D Valiant Odyssey. Sven appears on the Thursday game. We're not playing today, obviously, because one of our players is off living his life in Tasmania and eating lots of oysters and salmon and cheese and
being all rich and successful.
Yeah, crazy man. but yes, otherwise every single Thursday you can see us there doing our Wasonia Files, which is coming to a conclusion also, and we don't know what we're going to do after that, so stay tuned. You
should stay tuned. On that point,
I'm saying that from now on. Stay tuned.
Sorry, I found that funnier than I should have. And if you're in the Townsville area, and if you are looking for some tabletop role-playing games to play, or even some board games, you need to check out the Townsville Tabletop Guild. Ali, tell us about that.
So, Townsville Tabletop Guild runs out of the uni. It's affiliated with the uni, but you don't have to be a uni member in order to come. We do Monday is Vampire the Masquerade. Wednesday is board games. Friday is D&D. I'm running Call of the Netherdeep. And my partner's running a Ragnarok game. And then bi-weekly on Saturdays we run board games and D&D at the same time in the afternoon slot. The rest of it's at night.
Awesome. And we have something coming up. I've got our first batch of merch coming in, and we're going to be doing a giveaway as soon as we hit 200 followers on Twitch. I'm going to be giving away some of that merch.
That's not too far away.
Make sure
you got like 11 to go.
I think it's I think I think someone followed us tonight, so we've only got 10 to go. So make 10 fake profiles on Twitch and follow us, and keep an eye on our socials because we're going to be doing a giveaway. And on that note, I'm going to hand it over to you, Becky, to do the closing argument for tonight.
The closing argument.
The closing statement, I think, is appropriate.
Say our goodbyes, Becky. Say our goodbyes.
Thank you so much for having me, a completely random stranger from New South Wales. It has been awesome playing with you guys. It was a great new experience. I love learning new things, so this has been awesome. You guys have been lovely to play with. And who knows what the
Oh,
future will
thank
hold.
you.
Hopefully it's
knows,
not the
indeed.
last time we see you.
Hopefully.
And on that note, we're going to call it a night. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We'll see you at Out of the Abyss. Good night.
Good night.